What is ethical hacking and what is its purpose? Well, in a nutshell, ethical hacking is simply hacking with permission. That just means that you remain within the confines of the law. That basically makes you an ethical hacker, also known as a white hat hacker. Remember the term ethical hacker and remember that it is equivalent with the white hat hacker. Now, the purpose of an ethical hack is to determine what sort of vulnerabilities there are. Are there, if any are found? What are some of the problems? What are some of the threats? Then the idea is to inform the system administrators or whoever within that company. Maybe not whoever, you should inform somebody who is capable of understanding what you are telling them. And then once they are informed that there are such problems, you should also compose something like, hey, you can do this to fix it, you can do that to fix it, you can do this to patch this vulnerability, etc. So offer some solutions as well. Is why conduct this activity if you deny its underlying purpose, which is to discover vulnerabilities before the bad guys do, and then enact barriers in order to prevent bad guys from achieving their goals. Often a time, whoever runs the company or whoever is in charge or whoever you're speaking to, when you get to that stage, they don't really understand in a lot of cases why this is necessary, why this is important, or how does this benefit their company. And this is where the convincing game starts. So you first need to explain. Basically, it comes down to three questions. What is it that an attacker can actually see on this system? What is it that they can get from it? So, what is it that they can get from it? What can they do with this knowledge? And were there actually any traces or attempts? Because if you can find traces and attempts of somebody actually attempting to steal something or that they have stolen something, and then you can demonstrate what sort of damage was incurred, well, that's a pretty convincing argument for anything. Keynote to make here is that you can ask these three questions for another system, or take a case study of what has happened to one company and then present it to this company and say, hey, you don't want this happening to you. Look at what happened to them. In order for you to prevent that from happening, hire me or somebody like me. Okay, so that's the underlying definition of what ethical hacking is, and that's its underlying purpose. Next up, we're gonna have a look at the scope of ethical hacking, hacking stages, and a few other concepts as well.